Hello, and welcome to another Elsword GM Blog update. Today's update it will be for February the 20th, 2019, and from now on we'll be pairing the GM blogs along with their retrospective event details that they will be prescribed to, as it has been a successful formula the last couple times I've done it, so I'm going to continue on doing it that way. Also, if you need any help or have any questions about the game, it doesn't matter what they're about, whether they're dungeon related, how to make items, ED, anything, any information you need, feel free to stop by the Discord to chat with me and others that are there. It's quite small, so I'll be able to help you and my attention won't be diverted elsewhere. So let's get into it. Battle through time and space reborn. New ways to bring the hurt. Hey adventurers, we've got a treat for you this week, with a new round of balance patches coming for some of your faves. All new ways to ensure that your enemies can't get away are massive moment-saving buffs that can help your character survive an attack that would have killed them off. If you thought you'd bend time and space to your will, you've got another thing coming. Henir's Time and Space is getting a major overhaul, and to celebrate we've got a ton of events heading your way. For a full breakdown of the all-new, all-dangerous Henir's Time and Space, be sure to check out our website tomorrow, which would be today. So, let's go check out the Henir Revamp. And I also have some just general gameplay spliced in, so that you guys can check out what's going on. So let's go to the website and check out the Henir Revamp. Alright, so to do Henir's Time and Space, you need to do it solo only, must be level 99, unlimited entrances, no stamina usage, require a minimum of 150k combat power, normal mode, which is the only mode you can do it first, will be 20 stages, does not count for Henir's Time and Space ranking, challenge mode, which unlocks after you complete normal mode once, has 6 stages, can enter after clearing normal mode, can leave the dungeon freely. Alright, so it's more or less the same, but a little bit, it's been upped in difficulty. However, I have huge issues with how they're handling this overall. But let me just go into like the basics. So instead of them giving you no items, you're allowed 4 slot items that they give you, which one of them just a HP only recovery potion you get 10 of for 250k HP, a 300 MP recovery potion times 10, 3 water orbs, and 3 wind orbs. I am not a fan of that setup at all. I think they should have just went all in or didn't give us anything at all, because the way that it's balanced, it can be hugely not in favor of some classes, but I'll get more into that probably in a separate video, but I'll try to go over what I already don't like about what they've done to Henir, and then some of the things that I do think that has been changed for the better. Alright, so stage rewards. Weekly rewards. Time and space fragments will be sent to the mailbox each week based on the number of stages cleared. There will be no additional rewards within the week for already cleared stages. So you only get 1 round per week, which is fine, I guess. But considering how many you're going to need for some of these rewards, I don't know about all that. So if you only cleared a stage 3, you get 1. If you only cleared a stage 2, if you only cleared a stage 6, you get 2 per stage. So if you clear stage 1 to 3, you get 3. If you clear stage 4 to 6, you get 6. If you clear stage 7 to 9, you get 9, and so on and so forth. 10 to 12, 12, 13 to 15, 15, 16 to 18, 18. That math kind of lines up pretty perfectly, actually. And 19 and 20, you only get 14, which is kind of question mark, but okay. And so after that, you get to do challenge mode. You get nothing for clearing stage 1, doesn't look like. Okay, this is weird. It says per stage, and it's like in the slot where clear stage 1 is. So I don't know if you even get anything for stage 1. I'm gonna assume no, but they gave us something for last time. Like if you clear stage 1 over there, you get 1. So I'm gonna assume you get 5, maybe? Or maybe just 1 again for challenge mode? This is a huge... I wish somebody would just, I don't know. There's so many errors in these all the time, and it kind of throws off the information that would be here. So I don't really know how many you get for stage 1 because this was not typed up properly. Someone didn't come back and doctor this or edit it. No one proofread this, and I am upset, but it's fine. Because stage 2 and stage 3 are 10, stage 4 is 12, stage 5 is 15, and stage 6 is 20. So I guess that's okay. So ideally, you're going to want to do both one time, and then you'll get all the rewards for that week. And since it's been raised in difficulty by a significant degree, you're probably going to be doing this much more than just once. So there's that, depending on how much power you have and how good you are at the game. But it's more power based. If you have a lot of power and you kind of know what you're doing, you're going to get through this fine. Alright, so the rewards. You get a lot of interesting rewards for these new time and space fragments. Also, there is no Henir set as an armor set plus weapon for this Henir Revamp. There will be no continuation of the Henir, I guess, dungeon sets. So if you were using Henir weapons up until this point, I know some people have had their Henir sets from way back in the day, and they have plus 11 them several years ago, and they've been just steadily upgrading that plus 11 since then. If you thought you were going to get like a 5D or some other weird corrupted Henir set or something like that, no. It feels like they're just doing away with the Henir set in general. So, unfortunately, I have to break the news that there will be no upgrading of the Henir set this time, because there is no Henir set. And I don't know if they're ever going to give us a new one or some other replacement for it, but from what it looks like, nothing. Alright, so the rewards you get this time around are going to be 4 skills, some of the hardest 4 skills in the game to acquire, starting with Fog of Death, which I have acquired. You get that one from Trabaki. It's just a random chance it'll drop. The next one is L's Aspiration, Remaining L's Aspiration. I'm assuming this character is an apostrophe? No, it's not an apostrophe. What in the world even is that? I don't even know what letter that could possibly be. Why is no one proofreading this website? Alright, so Remaining L's Aspiration. Ignore this character. You get this one from the first dungeon in Elry Node, 11.1, and Elrian Clock, which you get from the last dungeon in Elry Node, 11.6. Both of these two are extremely hard to obtain. The drop rate feels like 0. Like not even 0.000, it's just flat 0. I don't know if anyone has ever gotten any of these 4 skills, or at least no one's ever shown a video of them showing it off. But now we have a guaranteed way to farm for them. Yay! I'm actually extremely excited. Forgive my lack of enthusiasm, but this is actually a really amazing change. We have a concrete, non-RNG way to farm for some of the hardest to obtain otherwise, just items in general in the game. So if you want to get Fog of Death, L's Aspiration, or Elrian Clock, we now have a concrete, no RNG, no really way of getting them. And anybody can get these, if provided you want to do the hassle of doing Henir. But if you don't do Henir, that's kind of your own fault. They're finally giving us a way to do it, and if you don't do it, that's on you. But if you can't do it, that's another subject. Alright, so after that we have Time and Space Fragments. Just the for unique and elite 4-skill upgrade stones. So another interesting change they've given us. Actually, I should go over the 3 new 4 skills actually that they've added. So we have these 3, the legendary 4 skills that are super hard to obtain. They're giving us 3 completely new 4 skills as well. We have Eroding Energy, Get Greedy, and Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm is just a general AoE, nice damage. Get Greedy is interesting, sort of pay to win though. It boosts your item drop rate depending on how high your combat power is. So it's a pretty interesting skill. And Eroding Energy, which it's kind of like Ilpa's Blessing, where if you stand still, your HP goes up for free. With Eroding Energy, your MP will have a higher cap and will go up faster naturally as you stand still, but your HP will continue to drop. I don't know if it drops to the point where you die, but I'll do some testing on that to see how it all works out. I'll do a bigger review of the whole Henir change in general, since we've only just gotten it, so I can't really say too much. But yes, 3 new 4 skills, they all look interesting. The 3 old 4 skills that were previously more or less unattainable. I got Fog of Death out of a really lucky chance. I wasn't even trying to get it. As per usual in any video game ever, when you're not trying to get a drop, you get the drop. When you are trying to get a drop, you'll never get a drop. It's like super low chance. Alright, and then after that we have, you can trade 50 fragments for this drop medal. It's a pretty neat way to cycle some drop medals into the game. We have Twisted Time and Space Keys for Drabaki. We have Adaption Elixirs as like a little cheap way to trade for it. And we have Complete Recovery Potions, 20, Red Bean Sherbets 5, and Ancient Fossil Pills 5. So if you just want to just throw in some time and space fragments for some free consumables, you can do that. Don't ever do this, but you can do it. Don't ever do this, I repeat, but you can do it if you want. Don't ever do it. I don't know why they keep doing it. Giving us these really not so useful rewards for this thing that we have to farm for 1 billion million times. It's a really bad time investment for the amount of work you need to get these time and space fragments. So this is not a fair trade at all. I guess the 20 recovery potions isn't that bad, but it should be like 1 fragment for 20 of these. Alright, so oh yeah, and the other Henir rewards that were there, you still have time to exchange for it, but it's basically more consumables. I guess the best thing you could trade your old time and space fragments for are the adaption elixirs, unless you just want a bunch of consumables to sell or trade. But yeah, that's about it, unfortunately. Alright, the ranking system has been changed. The requirements for the titles of Conqueror Time and Space and Dimensional Traveler has been changed to Clear Henir's Time and Space in Normal Mode and Clear Henir's Time and Space Challenge Mode, which is nice. I'm in favor of this. Alright, now the ranking board will only show solo play, since Henir is now only solo, which I find kind of questionable, but Henir's Time and Space will only show solo rankings. Party rankings will no longer be shown because they're gone. This is that weird error again with that. The daily quest, Distorting Time and Space, will be changed as a weekly quest with updated rewards. Henir's Time and Space Guild Henir's Time and Space Guild quest will be removed. Rip that. So we're not gonna get any replacement for the old guild quest. Oh well. Well, since you can't really do it with guild members anymore, that kind of makes sense. But at the same time, why would you make it solo only? Kind of sad. Kind of sad. Old item exchange. Yeah, I already said you could just go to the exchange for him. Your old items. You basically just traded for consumables, unfortunately. And that's what unfortunately, and that's about it. Alright. The event details, it's exactly what you think it is. Get a taste of the coveted Henir titles when you log in 30 minutes, so you can get the Ruler of Dimensions for 2 weeks, 14 days, in your mailbox after you AFK for like 30 minutes or do whatever it is that you're doing on the game. We're offering, oh my goodness, what is the symbol? Please, someone, please, I need someone to just proofread this next time. From today, which is February the 20th, to March the 5th, we're offering Strength when you need it most. Level 1 and up per character, apply +2 weapon enhancement, max to +10. So everybody has +10 weapons now. Woohoo. Well, if you have at least a +8, you now have access to +10 power on your weapon, which is nice. Alright, daily quests. Here are some limited time dailies you can haul in for more rewards. So complete dungeon within your level range once, 3 times, 5 times. You get some elixir selective cubes. You get 10 per blessed elixir for that. Refine the magic stones. They have the right picture again. I'm happy about that. And an L tier fragment cube. Only one for clearing dungeons 5 times. I guess that's okay. Could have given us 3 though, since it is an event. These daily chain quests are here to test you. So yeah, these are just you complete Henir. You complete Henir over and over again. Or I'm sorry. So these are just you complete Henir and you get some pretty good goodies. I'm not gonna lie. So you clear stage 5, you get yellow shining mystic stone. Clear stage 10, you get a blue shining mystic stone. Clear stage 15, you get a red shining mystic stone. Beat the Obazar boss at the end, so stage 20 more or less, you get a giant shining mystic stone. And challenge mode, clear stage 1, you get a sage magic stone times 20. Clear stage 3 of challenge mode, you get a red bean sherbet 100. Clear stage 5, you get a blessed time and space scroll times 10. And defeat Obazar in challenge mode, and you get a full gold stamp. Gold. Only one. I think blessed time and space scroll could take the place of red bean sherbet. Gold foot stamp could be 5. Make sure you get something special for this one. I wouldn't mind more, like just 100 sage magic stones or something, or some more mystic stones would be nice too. Overall, it's not that bad though. It's funny that you kind of get the better rewards. The better end-game rewards come from normal mode, but challenge mode you get kind of meh rewards. It's kind of, these should be flipped. But I'm happy they're giving this to the people who are not going to be doing the challenge mode like consistently or at all like during this event. So I guess that's fine. On the second week of the event, the quest will reset. It will disregard your progress from the start, and you can start at the beginning of the chain. So you're going to be able to do this chain quest twice, because we're going to have it this week, and then we're going to have it next week. So you do this once, you get 3 of these, and 1 giant mystic stone. Next week, you get 3 more of these, so you get 6, and 2 giant mystic stones in total. And you'll be getting 40 sage magic stones, 200 red bean sherbets, 10 blessed time and space scrolls, and 2 gold foil stamps, so it's not that bad. Not that bad. Could be better, but still not that bad. We also have the general weekend events. Limited stamina, EXP times 2, trap times 2. Not bad at all. But only through certain time periods. Oh no, it's all day. My bad. So, oh I see. I was reading this wrong. This is the dates for the weekend, but the time is going to be all day. So yay. No more time limited weird nonsense for the actual event for EXP and drop rate and things like that. Unlimited stamp. So yeah, pretty okay. Pretty okay event. Henir's time and space though, I think I'm gonna just save that for another video. I have lots of things to say about Henir's time and space. I'm not too happy about how they decided to bring it back and change it in a way that's more difficult but then again, not so difficult if you're willing to shell out cash. So, you could have had something special. You could have had the old Henir's Time and Space from Season 2, where everything had normalized damage for the real rankings for solo play. And the people who cleared on that side of the Henir fence, you knew were really good at getting through Henir's Time and Space mode, because it wasn't gear oriented. It was how you were able to get past the how much control you had over your character, and how well you knew the boss patterns. So yeah, I'll make that a separate video. But let's get back to the blog. Alright, so Star Child incoming. We wouldn't want to leave Laby out of the fun now, would we? Raining down justice brighter than the 12 zodiacs, here comes the Celestial Master Iceburner, set for our little mirror mischief maker. That's right, adventurers, it's exclusively to Laby, so be on the lookout when this set goes on sale tomorrow. Oh, Celestial Master for Laby. Let's check that out. Okay, Laby Celestial Master. I've never really liked the Celestial Master. I've never really liked the Celestial Master's hairs, so I'm gonna give this. Like, the set itself is great, but the hair, I'm gonna have to give it a B-. The hood, however, hair is B-, but the hood is an A-. I like a lot of the set decorations on this set. The symbol or mark, I forget what it's called. All of that. Her weapon looks cool. The set itself looks really cool. Like, I could imagine this being paired with some other pieces. So yeah, A- for the hood, B- for the hair. I'm not a fan of that hair, but maybe you can make it work. I may be being too hard on it. Alright, so after that, we have another costume set. Marching band for Lou. No, marching band for Laby, but I'm assuming it's for everybody. Oh no, we have to check that out. Right. Marching band, Laby, only for Laby. My bad. I'm assuming we've already had this set. I don't remember this set at all for everybody else. If so, I just completely forgot. But as of right now, I'm digging this set a lot. This is a solid A. I really like the hair. Top, bottom, gloves, shoes. Yeah, this is a solid set. It also has a cool mirror. French horn. Yes, this is solid A. So, the last part of this, we're done with the blog, but we still need to go over the balance patch. So let's do that right now. So, balance patch, some significant things for a couple characters, but overall not anything like super game altering for lots of people. But here for Lord Knight / Knight Emperor, we have Flame Geyser and Triple Geyser becoming physical attack skills now. So if you want to use Triple Geyser as a nuke, and it is a great nuke, here you go, here's your chance. It's probably going to be your highest damaging nuke for a lot of the skill competition that you have. Like Double Slash is kind of slow, and Grand Cross is also extremely slow if you want max damage. And here it is right here, getting a pretty sizable buff. Consumes 25 additional MP per 0.5 seconds to charge up. Max 50 MP, so it charges up twice now. And the range goes up by 50% and damage has been increased by 25%. So yeah, this is a pretty significant buff. So yeah, there you go. You can now play Bravery Lord Knight if you're not like clearing that fast. If you don't have the gear to clear fast and you are like taking it middle of the road kind of pace, this is a good change. So Triple Geyser, Grand Cross just got a buff, and Double Slash, while it is slow, it's not bad. So you can play Bravery Lord or Knight Emperor now, or even Lord Knight. So there you go. Battle ready, first strike effect, critical 100% to maximize only applies to first hit. When using this skill, first strike effect applies to the entire skill. So it's not only, I guess this was only effective for single strike skills, but Knight Emperor's only really good single strike skill is his hyper, Absolute Judgment. So now if you want to use something that has more than just a single hit, there you go. It applies to the entire skill now. Much better. So this is pretty good buff, pretty sizable buff. Okay, Infinity Sword, same deal. Now he has access to a physical flame and triple geyser. And Bravery, Infinity Sword, and by extension Immortal was already a good thing. So, bam, you just got another nuke to add to everything else he was just doing. Infinity Strike also just got heavy trait, so that was just buffed massively. Rage Cutter just got empowered trait, that just got a small buff. But overall, there you go. Bravery, Immortal, set in stone. Bravery, Knight Emperor, now an actual contender, depending on your playstyle and power level. Bravery tends to work out more if you're not as powerful, because then you can just clear with your strength skills like Windmill, so on and so forth. Alright, so go to Rena, Perfect Storm. Got a slight buff to its HP MP recovery, otherwise it's the same except for Invincible until the skill animation is over, so now you're a little bit safer at using it to try to help out some people, which is nice. Back kick, pretty significant change. Instead of hitting with back kick to access low kick, you can now just do it. It doesn't matter if you whiff it, you can also have access to the back kick if you continuously press the button, which is nice. Phoenix Strike has become a physical attack skill for Windsaker, nice buff to her overall clearing ability and just raw damage as well. Gunir, enhanced trait, has been changed to heavy trait. Ace in the Hole has been given heavy trait. Arrow Strafe, skill casting effect is faster, invisible till skill animation is over. Same for Wind Blast. So her two best bravery skills just got a huge buff by getting heavy trait, and these skills have been gotten better overall by having skill speed, skill casting speed faster, and invincible till the skill is over. So for PvP, or just in dungeon, well, Arrow Strafe you can use for PvE, but Wind Blast is mainly for PvP. Just made them safer, which is nice. Okay, Mod Wind Blast, same deal. Grand Arrow. Arrow Strafe has been added to one of the Blessed Bow skills, and using active skill 3 times will greatly debuff nearby enemies. Using any arrow skills 3 times will greatly debuff nearby enemies. So she just got buffed overall. This is a very long list of buffs to make this character better. Now for Night Watcher, her buffs are starting all the way from Trapping Ranger. So Karma, skill casting speed is faster, invincible until the entire skill animation is over. Nice buff. Lighting Strike, skill casting speed is faster, also nice buff. Trapping Arrow Fungus, enemies within the poison mist will have decreased movement speed and attack speed, while received damage increased. Damage is edited. Damage is edited? Question mark? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I'm assuming you just take more damage now from the damage or received damage increase down here. It's now 20%. So yeah, it's probably, I don't remember if this is a strength or bravery. I'm assuming it's a strength skill. Really good nuking potential, and also some pretty good just natural DOT plus debuffing. Yeah, I'm gonna say if you were to pair this with something like Heavy Field from Centurion, you could rack up the damage pretty hard, with the received damage increase being shot up through the roof if they stack with each other. So yeah, just another reason to bring a Night Watcher / Twilight with you. Call of Ruin, skill casting speed is faster, which is nice. Phoenix Strike will now become a physical attack, so huge buff to both to both Anemos, or Wind Sneaker, and Night Watcher / Twilight's overall damage plus clear, which is amazing. I think that's it. And the same thing has been, the same attributes for Trapping Fungus has also been applied to Mod Trapping Fungus. And Mod Gliding Strike is also faster. So yeah, nice buffs. Nice buffs. If you're a Rena player, you're happy right now. At least I hope you are. Veteran Commander. He's just got a slight buff to his. I think this is more of a PvP. I think this is more of a PvP passive, but it's got a slight buff. Knockdown rate decreases when you are below 50%. HP activate veteran buff that increases damage and regenerates MP during awakening. Buff does not disappear even when your HP is recovered to 50%. So after you activate it, if you want to get your HP back, I guess this kind of lowers the skill ceiling a bit for the veteran commanders / low imperators. I don't know if they're that happy about it because that's kind of one of the unique things about this character, but maybe it'll be overall a good thing because of how just absolutely crazy things to get at endgame. So, alright, Eve. I don't really know much about Eve, but I'll try to get what I can get. Code Recovery. Invincible until skill animation is over in dungeon. Super Armor until skill animation is done in PvP. So yeah, just nice buff to the PvE animation, more or less. Space Wrench. A pretty nice. Wait. Initial hit damage increase. Skill effect change. Damage increased by 1.2. And it seems to do the same thing. First strike. Well, no. I don't think it has initial hit anymore. I think it's just raw 947 damage all the way across the board. I don't know how they're gonna take this. Maybe it's an overall buff. I'm not too sure. But the initial hit was pretty nice to have on this skill. Kugel Blitz, reactive field fusion homing range increased. I don't know how to feel about that one. Okay, Astra. Additional damage increased 20%. Knockdown rate decreased 50%. HP recovery. Chance to consume 0 energy. This is more or less the same. I don't see anything different. Oh no, I'm stupid. Before it was additional damage. Now it's critical. Oh my god. Oh, I should read. Awaken Will for Astra. Additional damage increased by 20%. So this was mostly useful in PvP. Now it's critical damage increase. Now it's mostly useful for PvE. And that is a gargantuan increase to her damage. 20% critical damage. Oh my. Okay. Nothing for Eliasis except for people who play Bloody Queen. Let's see. Brandish Breaker, Invincible, so buff to the overall survivability of you using that skill. Overflowing Blood. Increase attack power and decrease blood hit consumption when HP is lower than 50%. I'm assuming they're going to do the same thing that they did for Veteran Commander. Change to receive a bluff. Change to receive the Overflowing Blood buff that increases attack power when HP is lower than 50%. Using special active skills, also inject evil energy. Evil energy when using commands or actives. Oh, so you can just do anything to activate this now. It's nice. Attack power increased by 20%. Blood hit. Oh, the duration is 5 seconds. I don't know how long it was before, but now it's just 5 seconds. Or maybe this was placed incorrectly, I'm not sure. Blood hit consumption, 90%. Debuff removal, cooldown, 1 hit. Chance of evil energy injection, 50%. Next 5 stacks will increase attack power 40%. Same thing. Buff duration, 15 seconds, cooldown, 1 second. No, they gave it a cooldown now. Lame. Berserk, cooldown decreased by 1 second using blood hit skills. Activate Blood Mastery when receiving fatal damage. I don't really... I guess this is supposed to save you? Question mark? Bloody Mastery. Damage reduction stat increase for 3 seconds while using blood hit skill. Damage reduction increase 30%. But what does fatal damage mean? Like, is this... does she get a revive now? When Bloody Mastery effect is on a cooldown, damage reduction increase. When your HP becomes less than 1 by receiving more than 10% of your HP and damage within 2 seconds, remove all debuffs and receive a buff that will recover HP while remaining invincible for a certain... Yeah, this is a... she has a revive now. Use a certain number of skills while the buff is active to survive. Okay, so you're alive? Like, it's sorta a revive, but if you're not getting your HP back by attacking with your blood hit skills, you will die. So, it's a pretty interesting play on that. You actually have to work for it. So, you die, you become invincible, but if you're not hitting with your blood hit skills, you will die again. HP recovery 10%, duration 10 seconds. Number of skills required 5 times, HP after invincibility buff 100, cooldown 60 seconds. So yeah. Damage reduction by 30% though. Pretty nice. Okay, it won't save you from endgame, but we'll see how people adapt with that. Alright, cooldown control, cooldown decrease condition changed, cooldown decrease by 2 seconds when using special actives. Decreased by 1 second per dynamo mutation point used for all of these moves that use dynamo mutation points. So overall buff by just a second, but still a buff nonetheless. Creeping Terror debuff also applies to special actives. Ooh, that's a pretty nice buff. Can move faster after using skill for Oblivion Dead Cross. Mod Twilight Judgment. Instead of piercing, the bullet will explode when it hits an enemy. Fire a demon bullet. Okay, so instead of going through it like it usually does, it'll just hit. As soon as it comes in contact with whoever you're standing in front of, it'll just explode then. I'm okay with that. Mechanic Mastery. After being knocked down, chance to summon land runners 20%. Summon unit ability increased by 50%, so 30% increase. Magnetic Guard. 10% duration increase. So overall, Elsword and Rena, the MVPs of this patch, yet again. Special shoutouts to the new revive that Bloody Queen just got. And yeah, that's about it. Critical damage for Elsword. It's nice. Alright, I think that's it. Balance patch, Henir Time and Space update. All of that looking most like it. I'm not gonna come too hard down on the Henir Revamp. It did some really good things for a lot of good reasons. But overall, I still have lots of glaring issues with it. And I'll discuss that in a future video. But that's it for this GM blog update. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
얼마든지 내어주지.